Hi guys, it's Ericka. So today we're going to go over how to save your money.
Since the first of the year, I've been knocking off my goals, and I gotta get the fees, so you know that I'm gonna go. Made myself a boss, big stepper, yeah, I'm boss made. Ain't no middleman, I get it all, so I'm boss paid. Running up a check, got a touch more than yesterday. I step on every set, fresh shoes in my frontal leg.
And now I know we're all adults here, and if we're not adults yet, it's okay. You can start early. But saving money seems like the hardest thing to do, especially when you're not making the money you want to make, and it seems like you're like pinching pennies, or it seems like it's like you don't see your money. Like your business is flooring. Wow. Your business is flourishing and you don't seem to see your money, or you're working your 9 to 5 and you only seem to be paying bills and not money. So first things first, the first thing I do every quarter of the year, I go through all of my bills. So I create an Excel spreadsheet, or you can use Google spreadsheets, online spreadsheets, whatever. Spreadsheets are divided into columns and rows. So the main columns I create, so on one row, I will put on row number 1, bill name, amount, due date, and where it's coming from. So whether it's auto pay, a card, or whatever, And then I go and write down all my bills: my mortgage, car notes, car insurance, phone bills, light bills, water bills. Because light bills and water bills are variable bills, meaning that they fluctuate up and down. They're not like a set amount every month. I just put like the kind of like the highest average. So if my light bill is between $250 and $300, I'll put $300. If it's between $150 and $200, I'll put $200. So I leave that room to fluctuate. And then my water bill, if it's between a certain amount, I just put the higher amount on there. And any auto pay subscriptions like Apple, any Apple subscriptions, Netflix, anything really, all of my credit cards, the minimum payments on those. Sometimes I put a little more because I never pay the minimum no more. I pay more than the minimum all the time, and I make multiple payments, especially on my main credit card that I swipe every day, or that's my everyday card. I don't swipe cash. I don't swipe cash. I don't swipe debit, and I don't use cash. So one of my Navy Federal Cash Rewards cards is my main card. So I have to make sure that I constantly make payments on it all throughout the month, or I'm going to have a big balance. So that's one of like the main things when it comes down to like budgeting and saving your money. Write out all of your bills and then add them up. Now, if you know about Excel spreadsheets, then you should know how to create a formula that'll add all those for you. If you don't know, this is what you'll do. You'll create, whatever box you want that number to populate in. So after you add up I have all your bills, the names on one column, the amounts on a separate column, and then the due dates on another column, and then your whether it's coming from like your credit card or your bank account, whatever, and then you could put whether it's on auto pay in another column. So on the column that has all of your amounts going down, you're going to open up an empty box at the bottom, and you're going to type in this formula: equal sum, S-U-M, equal the equal sign, and then sum, S-U-M. And then you're going to highlight the first bill number, and then hold it and drag it all the way to the bottom bill number. So it's going to show, like, say you're using column B, it's going to show like B whatever to B whatever. And then after you do that, you're going to put close the parentheses. So it's going to look like the equal sign, sum, which is S-U-M, and then once you type that in, most of the time the formula is going to come up, and then it's going to be a parentheses that's open. So it's going to be equal sign, S-U-M, open parentheses, and then the first column to the last column, which it'll be a colon in the middle, and then you're going to close the parentheses and press enter. That number will populate. That'll add all of your column together. Or you can just take a calculator on your phone and literally put in each one of those numbers, mortgage payment or your rent payment, car note, phone bill, light bill, all of those, and just add them up and get a total. Once you see your total, this is not anything like gas or food or anything miscellaneous. Once you see your total, of bills. I mean, everything, like literally go through every account, every credit card, every subscription, everything. Once you see your total, then see where you can kind of eliminate stuff at. Like, can I turn off my cable and just get Wi-Fi? Me personally, I have not had cable in about 3 years. I don't see the need for cable. I don't have cable. I do have high-speed internet, though. I have the highest speed that they offer in my area. Why? Because I'm always on my phones. I'm always on my computers. I run businesses. All of my TVs are smart TVs. They all have Netflix. We also have Fire Sticks. We do not watch cable. So, like, when my commercial was up and running, I had to go to someone else's house to see the commercial. Like, I remember being at my mother-in-law's house and the commercial came on, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm on TV. But I wasn't able to get that experience, you know, watching my own TV because I don't have cable. But I literally don't miss out on anything. I love having the Fire Stick. I love having, like, you know, streaming platforms like Netflix and all that stuff. So it's like, I don't need cable. So that's like literally, I was saving like $200 a month. Like, my Wi-Fi bill in my area is about $68, $70. Versus with cable, it's like $215. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm saving there. So I cut those off. I went through all of my subscriptions. I found out that one of my website subscriptions for my business, it was charging me double. So I ended up getting refunds for that. Another subscription that I had, I seen that it was charging me double. I ended up getting refunds for that. Like, sometimes you'll see that sometimes these auto pay systems make mistakes and you'll be able to get refunds sometimes. And then, like, I do this separately for business and personal. So if you have a business, do all of your operating business expenses, like how much your software is going, how much your software is, your CRM, if you're doing credit repair, you know, if you're doing credit repair, your credit repair software, if you have any marketing systems, any email marketing, how much your Google emails are costing. Literally write those all out, keep them separate. So like, one tab have your personal bills and expenses, and then on another tab or another Excel spreadsheet have your business, and then add them together and see, where can I deduct? Can I turn this subscription off? Can I turn that subscription off? Do I need this? Do I need that? If you don't need it, cut it off. Literally, same thing with people. If you don't need them, cut them off. Like, and even if you don't need them and they're not benefiting you in any way, and I don't mean financial benefit, I mean mental benefit, emotional benefit, spiritual benefit. You're not pouring into me, I'm not being able to pour into you, or I'm just pouring into you, you're not reciprocating, cut them off. We're going into, you know, a new year, a new season where we need life. We need life and life more abundantly. We need life in the people around us. Like, we need to be given and giving and given life. So if we can't give life to someone else, speak life to someone else, and they can't speak life back into us, cut them off. Anyways, back to the bills. Just like, you know, like I said, you need to cut it off. I mean, especially if you plan on home buying, especially if you plan on getting ready to go into the home buying process, you want to make sure that you're cutting off all these miscellaneous bills. The less transactions coming in and out of your account when it comes to underwriting, the better, which I'll go over that in a separate video. But you definitely want to make sure that you're prepared to save. And then give yourself the bare minimum for gas. Like, literally, if you really trying to save, stop going places. Literally, go to work and go home. You know what I'm saying? Go to work, go to the grocery store and go home. Drop your children off, go home. Nowhere extra. See how much it's costing you to fill up your tank literally, and like, then budget that into your weekly allowance. Give yourself a weekly allowance or every 2-week allowance out of your paycheck if you get paid every 2 weeks. And then other than that, that's really it. When it comes down to saving, it really is a will thing. It takes willpower. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take a whole lot of money. You have to use what you have. Even if you can only put back $5 a week or $5 a paycheck, do that and don't touch it. Literally, like, look at your savings as a different money, another money, you know, money that you don't have. You know, and what I have a whole separate bank account. Like, my separate bank account I don't even really look at. Like, I only have credit cards. So, like, for example, for me, I use Navy Federal Credit Union to hide my money from myself. And then I use Wells Fargo as, like, of course, I have a business account with both, you know, but Wells Fargo is my everyday account. That's where my personal accounts are and stuff like that I actually actively use. I've had for like 7 years now. But then I have Navy Federal where I have put up money that don't exist. I don't care. I am broke. If I am not literally about to be homeless tomorrow, I cannot touch that money. It's not there. It's not there. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not there. I don't care if my personal account drains to 1 cent. If my business account drains to 1 cent, I'm going to have to grind it back up. But there's nothing I can do about the money in my Navy Federal account. So that's how you do. Sometimes you have to use 2 different banks, 2 different bank accounts, whatever you need to do to save your money. that's what you need to do. But sometimes, you know, the budget plans and the cash and all that stuff, but cash can get lost and there's nothing you can do once it's gone. So I do not do the budget binders and stuff like that. I don't knock them. I don't knock anybody that sells them or anything like that, but I don't do budget planners. I feel like if you need to be strong enough to literally cut back, if you cut back, you're able to do a lot more. So that is my intake on saving. I hope this video helped you guys. And I hope that, you know, if you guys have any specific topics that you guys would like for me to go over on this channel, make sure you drop them in the comments. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to this video. And again, if you have any topics or anything you want to see on this channel, make sure that you comment below, letting me know what you want me to go over, what you want to talk about. I'm going to start vlogging soon so you guys can see my everyday life. I'm not always behind the camera. I'm not always in front of the camera. I'm sometimes behind the camera. I'm scheduling shoots. I'm directing shoots. I'm directing my commercials. I'm doing a lot more than just being in front of the camera and talking about business. I'm not business savvy all the time. Again, by the time you see this video, you should already know that I'm now a real estate agent, a licensed real estate agent in the state of Florida. So you guys are looking to buy, sell, invest in the state of Florida all the way around. It's specifically Central Florida, but hey, other cities is fine too. But yes, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at @StarEricka_StarEricka. And like I said, you'll be notified as long as you click that bell. You'll be notified every time that I upload a video. Thank you so much, millionaires, for tuning in. Until next time.
Since the first of the year, I've been knocking off my goals, and I gotta get the fees, so you know that I'm gonna go. Made myself a boss.